A rush of air creeps up behind me, and when I turn around, Mitch is there with the hammer and the rope. I have no choice but to dive into the lake and swim for the tree line on the other side. Under the water, I hold my breath, kicking hard and pulling with my hands, swimming as fast as I can, still clutching my keys. Nearing the other side, I reach up and kick towards the surface, fully expecting to take a breath and climb out, but something grabs me hard around the middle and pulls. The small space of air that I've held in my chest grows tighter, my head spins, and I lose strength. The keys in my clutch drop to the bottom of the lake. Suddenly, the pressure around my middle weakens, but my scalp burns. When I finally surface, I realize that someone is pulling me out of the lake by my hair. Sputtering and coughing, I kick and scream, but Mitch, who has me in his grip, is determined to drag me by my hair all the way back to the other side of the lake. Rocks and tree roots scrape against my back and tear at my clothes. He finally lets me go and kicks me hard. "You're coming with me. I have a feeling you'll bring tremendous luck." Mitch ties my hands and feet with a rope before picking me up and dropping me into Joanna's golf cart, which I guess is his new method for delivering victims to the racetrack. In the back of the golf cart, my body rolls around as we hit each bump in the road. As we turn into the grandstand arena, I manage to pull myself upright so I can see. When we get to the track, Stephanie and Mandy are still alive, barely. They're breathing, but they're slumped over and moaning. Mitch pulls me out of the cart, and I hit the dirt hard. I can taste blood in my mouth as Mitch drags me one more time over to the empty bleachers right next to the tractor pull finish line on the track. It's hard to turn my neck, but I think Mitch is hitching up the soul grinder to the weighted sled somehow, without the sled driver. He drags Mandy and Stephanie out to the finish line and ties them together. Their faces are bruised, and there's no light in their eyes. My gaze turns to Stephanie and Mandy. They're just kids, with their whole lives ahead of them. So I try to wriggle out of my ropes. The palms of my hands are pressed up against each other tightly, but my elbows are free. I extend my hands in front of me and try to pull my elbows in at the same time. I hear the engine rev up. Mitch is in the driver's seat at the soul grinder, and he's driving full speed at the girls. Their heads have slumped over even more. I try to shimmy my hands from the rope and get one hand free. I even bite on the knot, but the rope is stubborn. A sickening, thumping sound turns my stomach. Mitch has hit the girls. The tractor on its own lurches upwards and makes an otherworldly howling sound like it's absolutely satisfied with the sacrifice that Mitch has offered. Mitch feeds the larger body parts, heads and arms into the turbochargers, which make the entire engine respond with wicked laughter and groans of ecstasy. And that's when I realized that this is real, that this is how Mitch wins, that this is how the people in Breakers County accept things as they are and sleep soundly at night. And I can't let that happen.